Rocking with you, baby. Hey, it's Tuesday. It's October the 12th. I hope you all had a safe and wonderful long vacation weekend or whatever you did to celebrate Veterans Day. To the veterans who came before me, thank you so much. I really do mean that. Your service, your sacrifices, your hard work and dedication made it able for me to serve 20 years and retire at the age of 41. I like to play James Brown. James said, I don't want you to give me nothing. Open up the door, I get him a damn self. That's what it's all about, man. To you veterans out there, male and female, I hope you enjoyed Veterans Day. I had a great Veterans Day time. Hey, if you have a veteran in your family, make sure you give him or her a good hug, a good kiss, a cold beer, a shot of liquor or something, and say thank you. Huh? Let's get into it, baby. Good James Brown. You already know what time it is. Before we get started into what can possibly be clinching scenarios for Jackson State and Southern, but we got to do the little black known SWAC fact. And this little black known SWAC fact kind of surprised me, but then again, hey man, we are excellence. And this brother right here, sit back and check this brother out, man. Something that folks just never know about these young men. Oh man, get this thing off here. What is that? Full screen. It's Winston Hill.
Winston Hill, an offensive tackle in the NFL, left an indelible mark on the sport through his dedication, skill, and remarkable career. Winston Hill was born on October 23, 1941, in Joaquin, Texas. He attended Texas Southern University, where he played both offensive and defensive tackle. His versatility and athletic prowess in college set the stage for his future success in the NFL. Hill was drafted by the Baltimore Colts in the 11th round of the 1963 NFL Draft but was cut from the team. He was then signed by the New York Jets, where he would spend the majority of his illustrious career. His achievements and statistics. Teams: New York Jets, 1963 to 1976. Los Angeles Rams, 1977. Pro Bowls: 8, 1964. 1967 to 1973. All AFL selections: 3, 1969, 1970, 1972. Games played: 195, 174 with the Jets. Games started: 174. Hill's durability was one of his defining traits. He played in 195 consecutive games, an impressive feat for any NFL player, especially for an offensive lineman who faces constant physical battles in the trenches. His reliability and consistency were crucial to the success of his teams. One of Hill's most significant accomplishments was his role in the New York Jets' victory in Super Bowl III. This game, played on January 12, 1969, is one of the most iconic in NFL history. The Jets, led by quarterback Joe Namath, defeated the heavily favored Baltimore Colts 16-7. Hill's performance in protecting Namath and opening up running lanes was pivotal in this historic win. Winston Hill was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2020, a recognition that many believed was long overdue. His induction celebrated his contributions to the game and his exceptional skill as an offensive lineman. Hill played both left and right tackle, showcasing his adaptability and broad skill set. He was known for his leadership on and off the field, earning the respect of teammates and opponents alike. Hill's blocking technique, combining strength and finesse, set a standard for offensive tackles in the league. Off the field, Hill was known for his affable personality and community involvement. After retiring from the NFL, he ran a barbecue restaurant and remained active in various charitable endeavors, highlighting his commitment to giving back to the community. Winston Hill's career spanned an era of significant change in the NFL. His consistency and excellence helped solidify the importance of the offensive tackle position. Hill's ability to protect the quarterback and contribute to the running game made him a cornerstone of the Jets' offense. Winston Hill's career is a testament to perseverance, skill, and leadership. His impact on the NFL, particularly with the New York Jets, is remembered and celebrated by football fans and historians. His induction into the Pro Football Hall of Fame cements his legacy as one of the greatest offensive linemen in the history of the sport.
There you have it. Another one, a little black known SWAC fact. The thing about Mr. Hill is you probably would have never known who this guy was unless you attended Texas Southern. But it's important that we get our stories out there. And if you don't get them out there and you don't share, people will never know. You got to understand, these men played so many seasons and for little, the money wasn't nowhere near it is like today. Think about it. The first player you want to draft is a quarterback. The second player you want to draft is an offensive tackle. And he played right and left tackle. Look at that, 198 games, 8 Pro Bowls, 15 seasons. And his quote, the pride in the individual is what makes him perform. I don't think a captain or anyone else can put something there that's not there. Think about that. Mr. Hill, salute and congratulations to you. Look at that. And now, 6'4", 270, tackle? Man, please. They wouldn't even look at you trying to draft you now. 6'4", 330 is probably what they would look for. And 14 seasons, man. Man. Like I said, Texas Southern. He played defensive tackle and offensive tackle. So this is why I always try to give you a little black known SWAC fact. Salute to him. All right, let's get it cracking. It is SWAC time for real now. We got some scenarios to talk about a little bit before I get to the highlights. The easiest scenario right now is Jackson State beats Alabama State. They SWAC East champions and they host the championship game in Jackson. Southern beats UAPB. Southern would have to play Jackson, which Southern has a Jackson problem right now. 5 games in a row, you lost to Jackson. Do we want to see a repeat? Jackson already beat them 33 or 35-15 or 33-15 earlier this season. And that's one of the few games that Mr. Mulligan didn't have 100 yards. Now with that offensive line clicking on all cylinders, Jackson State not allowing a team to score in the second half. Do we really want to see Jackson State mollywop Southern again? Or do we want to see some more drama from the West? We got it's some crazy stuff that can go on in the West. But Jackson State only has to win one of the last 2 remaining games. Now Southern has to keep winning and hopefully hope for an Alcorn loss. And Alcorn is hoping for a Southern loss. 2 losses preferably, but we will definitely see. Now, I got some highlights, and I was looking at the what is it? Before we get to the highlights, let's look at the little Southern clip here. WAFB came up with.
Southern hosting Bethune-Cookman. The vibes much better over on the Bluff. Not in the first half, though, because Zane T-Set got the start. He was benched in the 3rd quarter. And not for Noah Bowden, the guy that's also started games this year. Jalen Woods, that's the new name to know. He's the 3rd-string quarterback on this team. He hits Chandler Whitfield for the touchdown, so the Jags are in front 7-3. Whitfield hasn't played in a long time, by the way, so he gets right back into the swing of things. But on the next drive, Bethune-Cookman takes the lead. Walter Simmons finds Justine Clark wide open for the score, so it's 10-7. Moving ahead, Southern's next drive, the Jags settle for a Joshua Griffin 31-yard field goal that ties the game up at 10 with just over 3 minutes to go in regulation. So, nobody scores. We go to OT. Said that many times this year. Showed you a lot of overtime footage this year. Bethune won the toss. They deferred. So Southern, first drive, C.J. Russell muscling in, touchdown, 17-10, Jags. But Bethune scored on their very first play of OT. Now we go to second OT. This is the touchdown from Simmons to Thomas Nance. So they're on the board. They don't get the 2-point conversion, but now it's Southern's turn. And Mr. OT himself, Kendrick Rhymes, gets loose down the sideline, ties the game up. He almost also caught the game-winning 2-point conversion, but let's show you what would be the game-winning 2-point conversion. Kobe Dillon plunges in. Southern's got the lead, 25-23. I kind of spoiled the ending in this game, but we're going to show you how it happened anyway. The defense needs to stop. Simmons looking, buying time. Derek Williams says, "You ain't going nowhere, son." Brings him down short of the goal line. Another game that is an absolute thriller, down to the wire, one that I'm sure had Kevin Baptiste's heart pumping quite frequently. Jags win it 25-23. Have you ever seen a 5 overtime game? I haven't. Many of you probably haven't. I don't think Kevin has either.
You know, at this point, I'm running out of ways to describe this Southern football team because the usual adjectives are not cutting it anymore. Chaotic don't cut it. Toxic don't cut it. Heart-stopping don't cut it because, I mean, the Jags are doing things that you just don't see from other teams. Their third overtime win of the season, this one coming against a 2-win team, and it featured another quarterback change. The Jags went to Jalen Woods to get the job done in the end. But at the end of the day, Southern is getting the all-important things that matter, a win.
There was a time when they called us the Cardiac Jaguars, so it's not fun, but it's all right when you win. Definitely not fun when you lose. So, again, at the end of the day, I'll take them anywhere I can get them.
I can't call it, but I just know at the end of the day, this team right here is very special, and we have no quitting in this. So if you come to see us, just be ready because we ain't quitting to the end of the game.
This the league we play in, and this how some outcomes can be. But whoever come out victorious, that's what matters. We ain't play up to our standard today. We understand that, but hey, we got another opportunity. We still in the driver's seat. We still control our destiny.
Usually after a dramatic win like this, there's an intense post-game celebration to follow, but there was absolutely none of that from the Southern players. A very mellow mood, blank stares as to say, did we really almost lose to this team?
Shout out to Bethune-Cookman, but I don't think the game should have been close. We put in the work, and we're the number one team in the SWAC West right now, so the game shouldn't have been close.
On any given day, anybody can be beat. And Coach Woody and that staff had those guys fired up, ready to go. They didn't look like 11 ranked team in the SWAC defensively. So that's what I'm saying. You got to play the game. You can't get caught up until what's on paper.
The rest of the SWAC West has got to keep thinking that Southern can't keep getting away with this. And by this, I mean the lackadaisical early play and the questionable decision-making from coaching. But Southern keeps getting away with it, and they are now 1 win away from clinching the division, or Alcorn can lose to Prairie View, and Southern will wrap it up that way. But as the old saying goes, if you want something done, get it done yourself. Reporting on the Bluff, Kevin Baptiste, WAFB 9 Sports.
Thank you there, Kevin and WAFB. There you go. There you go, the scenario for Southern to clinch. I just don't know, man, if we really want to see Jackson State and Southern. Well, I know Southern fans want to see Jackson State and Southern play again. But I think it'll be worse than 33-15 if Jackson State plays Southern and Jackson. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying I don't want to see the game, but hey, man, Alcorn needs a little help. And I really believe that Alcorn is going to play Jackson way tougher than Southern will play them again. If Southern had to play Jackson State again, I think Alcorn will play them not only because it's a rivalry game, but I don't think Alcorn want to see Jackson State go through that conference with only losing to Grambling. They want a bloody Jackson State nose. But it is what it is, man. So you heard it right there. Like, whatever you want to call the Jags, you can call them winners. I can tell you that right now. Hey, but let's get into some other highlights to the one of the games. It was the highlights, man. Really don't do it. Didn't do it. You had to look in there and find some good stuff. But I want to break down a few plays, man, of Grambling and Alabama State. And we're going to start off. Who is that? I think it's with Graham. Yes, that's Grambling, the 133 mark. Some of this stuff I want to show you. All right, starting here. Alabama State is working with the 5th string quarterback, right? And I think his confidence is growing. They're going to give me a damn commercial. All right, here we go. Now, that's what's the name? Grambling. I said Alabama State. Yeah, this is Grambling. But his confidence is growing. But I don't see him being able to run like this on Jackson State defense. But let's get to this highlight. Now, that defensive end, he did a good job on the RPO. He didn't take the running back. He beat his man, the tackle. He has to hit this guy. You don't hit him right there. See what's open right here? This man is wide open. If you don't hit, if he hits this guy, he blows his play up. But if you don't, now watch what happens. See how wide open he is? Missed him. Hit him in stride, gone. That's a good play for Grambling. All right, the next one is this. Like I said, this game was real slow. Go back to Alabama State for their next for the Grambling again. Now this play, look how far these DBs are playing back. These underneath routes, I don't know why they don't have a hot route. Man, you get you 5, 6, 7 yards if you just sit around and do a hook route. They play so far back, and when you're only rushing 4 people, you got 5 linemen. You can easily throw. Now he rolls out. He's taking all damn day. Here they come to rush. Here come the rush. This wasn't even a coverage. I wouldn't even call this a coverage sack. But look, man, you out there, look at this. Still got folks open. Drop the ball. All right. All right, next highlight. Grambling has the ball. It's just, that was field goals, 3-3. All right. Let this play go. It is RPO. You got everybody frozen, right? Now, this play should have been blown up, but a good double team right here. Now, one-on-one, one-on-one, one-on-one. And then you got this one linebacker here. You can blow this play up. Bounces it outside, going around the corner, got a 20-yard gain. Actually, a good play for Grambling. Where's it at? All right, next one, 5. All right, next one. All right. Now, like I said, this young quarterback here, they giving him confidence. He has confidence in himself. You can tell that. And I think the offensive coordinator is getting more and more comfortable with this young man. Fake the jet sweep. You can tell. Look at everybody pulling. All these people are basically null and void. They crashing down. Look at them 2 big men coming around the pool. There's nobody there. By the time he gets there, that man going on around the corner. Good running play. Look how fast. Look at that. Look at everybody in pursuit now. Look at the wide receiver. Downfield blocking. It's a good running play. Jackson State better get ready. You're going to see this one again. He disengaged from the block, but yeah, still though. That's a great running play. Next play. You have twins right, single at the bottom. You still have max protection. So this can be a good run RPO also. Let it go. Fake the hand up. I mean, the motion man, he comes in there like he's going to block. Uh-oh. Who has the ball? Nobody on Grambling except this one guy sees the ball. Everybody else is crashing down. Look what happens. One-on-one tackle. You have to, your breakdown is good, but you broke down too far away from him. See that gap there you broke down? Now you frozen. You think this quarterback gonna try to run you over? It's a damn quarterback. Oh, where's my thing? Whoop! Look at that move. Cookies. Great touchdown, man. See how I'm saying that, young man? When you break down far like that, that'll do it to you, man. What's that? 816. All right, next highlight. All right, Alabama State has the ball again. Now, you're not totally in the middle of the field, but you pretty much in the middle of the field. Now, that 4-2 crap, I tell you, but look at the spacing. I just think these cornerbacks are afraid. Some of these cornerbacks are afraid to get beat deep. Not this brother down here on the bottom. He said, if you bring it, this is where I'm used to playing corner at. If you're going to blow by me, you're going to blow by me, which I doubted back then. But these guys here, man, please. Let it go. Fakes the pitch. He takes the pitch, man, supposedly. He goes back in. Almost a sack. Throws the ball. Look at this guy here. You played that far off this guy, and look, he's still wide open. 1, 2, 3 defenders around him. He is wide open. Hit him kind of behind him, but still, if he would have hit him in stride, he would have had more yards. But still, this is a nice pickup. All right, here we go again. They're down there in the red zone. Scored 17-10. Now, this is where Grambling started to say, you ain't going to do this to my house. Shit. Fake that. If he wanted to hit that swing man, he could have hit him right then and there. That swing man is wide open, but, you know, hey, it is what it is. He hit him, threw him in front of him. Now, watch this open field tackle compared to the last open field tackle. Now, this is a straight beeline. This guy, you really ain't going to catch him. But watch this brother come up. See how he didn't break down? Now you got him. Got your little help, stood him up. Bend, don't break, baby. Next play. That stack down there. The clear, the second man is running underneath route. This first man, he's clearing everybody out. This guy's running an out route. Protection pretty good. Guess what? Everybody's covered. You don't have that much field of play. What you gonna do now? Everybody covered. He gonna try to get it up in there anyway. Catch. That's confidence, man. But you a yard or two short. That was 3rd and 11. He needed 11 and he got 9. And then, of course, little field goal. That's going to come back to hunt him in a little bit. All right. The 10-minute mark. Next highlight. All right. Alabama's up 20-10. This is toward the end of the 3rd quarter. Alabama State is feeling themselves. Look at this. Look how wide open he is and he is. Look how these linebackers are playing, I guess, just center field. That man's wide open up there. Boom. Look at that. Told you it was wide open. Good little block there. Young man, you supposed to take this to the house. I don't have no idea how. I mean, there's nobody there. Yeah, these two guys are coming, but still. This man is wide open. You got your block. You outrunning them? Look. Then you got walk down. Walking like a dog. Now, this is another bend and don't break by Grambling. Run play. Should have been scored. Boom. They blew it up. Second down now. Another run play. One-on-one. Who's going to win? Whoop. Great open field shoestring tackle. Third down. You want to pass? Look what happens. Everybody's pretty much covered. Lucky this thing wasn't picked off. Try to throw it in that window. Hell of a defensive play. So Grambling did not break. And that's when I believe the momentum started to shift. Yeah, you got a little field goal. They pat him on the head and all that other good stuff. And where we at? Let's go to 13. Here we go. All right, Graham's starting to march again. RPO, straight run play. Look at that. Don't take a little bit, nothing. Run, young man, run. Here we go again. Got him spread pretty good. Once again, this is Alabama State. Only giving up 100 yards a game, but it's when you decide to give up them 100 yards. Towards the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, I believe that defensive line got laid up on and they was tired. Look at that man. You look, that's that old drill. Just run. Look at that. 10-yard line. 23-10 in the fourth quarter. Remember, Alabama State was winning 23-10 in the fourth quarter. Hold on. I'm coming. That's what Grambling said. The wide open in that hole there, baby. Wide Wimble for West Virginia could have rolled up in there. And she sure did. And that started it coming back. All right, 13. 27. We'll go to the next. They still marching. They running on Alabama State. All right. We 1st and 10. You got 6:25 left. Grambling found out something with this run game. Here we go. Everybody's crashing down. Looks so good like the defense is going to come in, right? Whoop, whoop. Ran him over. That's right up the gut. It was nothing fancy about that. Nothing fancy about that. I guarantee you, Jackson State is looking at this film. You know Jackson State is a run-heavy team. So Alabama State, I don't know if you overlooked Grambling, you didn't understand the assignment or what happened, but you just got ran up on. Now let's get to the it's 23. All you need is a field goal to win, right? You got 6:19 left. That's not sugarcoated. Let's get to these last 2 minutes. All right, yeah, here we go. 2 minutes left. 1:46. This remaining on the clock. Like I said, this is a 5th string quarterback. Twins right, single set on the bottom. Let it go. all day to throw the ball. You got he's open, and your swing man is open. Stands in the pocket tall. Look how clean that pocket is. No pressure at all. Man is open there too. He missed him that time, right? Grambling hold him. Watch it again. Run the same thing again. Man was too wide open. Still no pressure. Look at that. Look how clean that pocket is. You got your man underneath, and you got the man he got caught ball watching. He's ball watching. Look what happens. Wow. Look at how wide open that man is. Boom. Great pass. Here we go again. They feeling it. That's a fifth string quarterback. Wide open again. Hardly. Look how clean that pocket is. There's no pressure on that man at all. Wide open. Look at 3 defenders around him, and he that wide open. Damn, Grambling. Grambling say, we ain't done yet. Great yak. He stepped out of bounds back there about a 15. Next play, 16. All right, here we go. Look at the clock. 1:04. You think he's in field goal range, so you run the ball up, try to get, the goal is to score a touchdown. You can run the ball and do what you want to. You in business, Alabama State. Look how clean that pocket is. Who you throwing to, young brother? Out route. Favorite route. 10-yard line. Get out of bounds, Slim. Young man stood tall. I ain't gonna lie. Key, he stood tall now. 58 seconds remaining. 3rd and 4. My thing, 3rd and 4 like this, I'm running the ball to get the ball to to wherever my field goal kicker feels comfortable. If he feels comfortable kicking to the left, from the left or to the right, that's where I'm running the ball. 3rd and 4. Now, that man is wide open. Look, this right here, it's an old pick play. But this guy that the arrow's on, he's wide open. So he took him. Look at this joker right here. Look how he's sitting there. Look at it. He is wide open. He tried to go for the wheel route to make the touchdown, but guess what happened? I'd have took this one right here. You'd have been at the 2-yard line, maybe the 1. The wheel route you missed. You know, I've been bragging about SWAC field goals and how special teams had come through. But I told y'all, it's something about that daggone hole, that voodoo in Northeast Louisiana will make you do something like this. 28 yards. This is a chip shot. High schoolers make this. This kicker has been perfect all day. Now, what you think happened? Boom! Hit the damn crossbar. Boy, that Louisiana voodoo is something serious. That was the game right there. But as you can see, you can run the ball on Alabama State. Now, with all that's being said, it's over with now. Now, and I think tomorrow I have the Jackson State highlights. But now we transfer to the what's the name games? Jackson State, Alabama State. Do you think Jackson State will be able to run like they have been running on everybody else? You've seen Grambling. By the way, Grambling has beat Alabama State and Jackson State. They have beat 2 teams in the best 2 teams in the East. Think about that for a second. That's 2 teams in the East they beat. The top 2 teams. So what are we really saying about Grambling? After Grambling started off 3-1, then they started losing stuff in the hole. I mean, so do we really believe that Grambling is done? Can Grambling beat Southern? Who knows? But all we got coming up is just Thursday. I forgot to tell you, Thursday, you have the Grambling State and Alabama A&M game, which is going to be on ESPNU. Once again, Grambling State versus Alabama A&M on ESPNU is a Thursday night game. So make sure you check them folks out, man. Now, I don't think too many folks going to show up there, but, you know, that's just my opinion. Check that game out Thursday. Valley and FAMU will be on HBCU Go. I know that. Jackson State, Alabama State, I will be live streaming that game. I know Jackson State has 9 million streamers, but I'm going to live stream the game anyway. Alcorn and Prairie View, I will be keeping an eye on that game because Alcorn has to win. And then Arkansas and Pine Bluff and Southern watching that game also. That's what I hate about all these games starting at 2 o'clock. But the Southern game is just as important as the Jackson State game. They win, they clinch. Alcorn lose, Southern clinches. Alabama State lose, of course, against Jackson State clinches. Now, if Jackson State loses to Alabama State, they can win against Alcorn, they'll clinch. So it ain't really that hard, but then again, get it over with. Now, I know if Jackson State wins, they're not going to I know Jackson State will never sit back and rest their starters or rest their top players for an Alcorn game. Man, come on. So, but this is going to be some great football this weekend, and I can't wait for it. So make sure you get your tailgate stuff together if you ain't going to the game. If you can afford to buy 2 tickets and send somebody to a SWAC game, I really wish you would. I do it all the time. Even though folks scared to come up here and answer my questions, then they try to call me on the phone. Well, I don't want nobody to see me. You don't say that when you're making them damn TikTok videos out there dancing with them kids like you 25. So quit playing. And so let's look at the standings, which I kind of explained to you. So, and here it is. I mean, as you can see, FAMU. Oof. Hopefully, their quarterback and running back can make it back for next game. I can't wait to see this Jackson State, Alabama State. Number 1 offense, number 1 defense. Something got to give. And then Southern at now see Pine Bluff is, well, they all of them 2-4 down there. But I think Pine Bluff is gonna score. I don't think Pine Bluff is gonna lay an egg like they did against Jackson State. You know, Southern, they really struggled that entire game. Y'all seen the highlights. But this is, you know, can be a clinching scenario. Texas Southern let Alcorn beat the brakes off them. Alabama A&M had a great game. I think Alabama A&M playing for a little pride for Coach Maynard. They know he done. But, you know, you 2-3 in the SWAC player. Y'all, well, the loser out of Alabama A&M and Grambling, y'all can come on and join me and Valley on the couch a little bit earlier. Because, you know, that's about what's about to happen. The stats wise, like I said, number 1 offense versus number 1 defense. Alabama State is only giving up 19 points. Jackson State averages 37 points. Something has to break. And hey, even though Alabama State lost, they only gave up 23 points. So now what hurts Alabama State is the offense. Yeah, top 5 and 24 points, but Jackson State is giving up 20. Now, Jackson State is known to give up 14 to 20 points a game. but you can't stop them on offense. And then once they defense figure you out, good luck. And with this quarterback here, with Phillip Webb and all them other guys chasing you from Jackson State, you might want to be careful, man. So, and then, like I said, rushing. Now, check this out, man. Jackson State has overtaken Alabama State on defense, rushing defense. Now, what is it, 102 to 110? Alabama State is giving, I told you, they was getting run up on. Now, Jackson State is only giving up 102 yards, and Alabama State is giving up 110 yards. Now, offense, Jackson State is overtaking Alcorn. Alcorn is at 200 yards rushing. Jackson State is at 220. So Alabama State is giving up 100 or what? Not what? Yeah, almost 110 yards. You think Alabama State can cut down Jackson State rushing? They got a good offense. I mean, a good defense, I should say, defensive line. But as I just showed you the highlights, how Grambling just ran up the middle on them. It wasn't too fancy plays that they was running. So when you look at stuff like this, it makes you wonder. Do I think this is going to be the game of the year in the SWAC? Probably. Because Alabama State know if they lose, it's over for them. And it's at home. It's a day game. Gonna turn into, by the time the fourth quarter hit, sun have been went down, so turn into a night game. So hopefully the Jackson faithful will travel to Montgomery, and hopefully Montgomery will bring out their faithful. You need to have 33,000 like you have for homecoming, because if you don't win this game, Jackson State get the party again at your house. So, but I'm really looking forward to that game. I think Alcorn with going up against Prairie View. Man, Prairie View gives up 144 yards. So Alcorn, you can run on him too. But Prairie View's offense is not really that good. But hey, stuff happens. You see Prairie View upset FAMU. I don't think it was FAMU having a bad game. But when you lose your starting quarterback and you lose running back, I'm not saying making excuses, but it's next man up. But your backup quarterback had very minimal playing time. Not making excuses for FAMU. You got your ass beat. You got your ass beat. But we will definitely see this weekend. Because Southern, they need to hurry up and win beat UAPB. Because if Southern lose a game against UAPB, you think that they're gonna be able to what's the name? Beat Grambling? Who knows, man? In the Classic, man, you can't call it Bayou Classic. I'm pretty sure it's about even, or maybe one school has one win more than the other. So, and that's crazy, man. So you look at this passing, and then of course the passing game, which is, Alabama State still has the best passing offense. Southern has the best passing defense. Now, this is where Jackson State has a problem at, which Alabama A&M may be able to capitalize. Maybe. I'm not saying they will, maybe. Jackson State in defense, pass defense, they're 6. But Alabama State passing offense, they're 11. But Jackson State has been vulnerable. We've seen it in the Bethune-Cookman game. And if I get them highlights from Valley, you'll see it in the Valley game. Jackson State secondary is a little vulnerable. I'm not saying that this kid is going to go out there and throw over 200-something yards on Jackson State defense, but they are vulnerable in that category. But you're not going to be able to run on Jackson State once they figure you out. So the passing game may be critical. Now, Jackson State, they don't even average 200 yards passing because they rushing offense is that good. And where is it? With Alabama State being so low down now, I don't think, honestly, Alabama A&M, after Jackson State figure them out after that drive or two, I think it's going to be a long day for them. Seriously. But that defense of Alabama State, you're going to have to play better against Irv Mulligan and that trio of running backs. And the quarterback, Morgan, he will take off and run too. So that's what we got coming up. Oh, and I got to shout out to what's the name, man, before we go any further. I forgot about Southern Ladies. Come on, man. They actually won the soccer tournament. They actually will be going to the NCAA. So y'all, man, show them ladies some love. That is right there. Go ahead on, sister girls. There it is. Look at that. Southern claims first SWAC championship title. Salute to those ladies, man. Wherever they play, I will be watching. And so, and I don't know who they playing in the tournament or when, the NCAA tournament, but whenever I find out, I will be watching them, and hopefully they actually can win a game in the tournament. That's so good to see, though, man. So, but that's about all I have for tonight, man. Like I said, it was a long weekend. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And holler back at me tomorrow and wait and get the highlights from the Valley and Jackson State game. And I can show Alabama State how you can strike Jackson State. It is not just the passing game. Jackson State takes a little bit to figure you out. But they were playing schools that could actually score. Even though Valley, dear old Valley, we do have some problems. But Valley can actually score. It's just they can't stop nobody. Same thing with Bethune. They can score, but they can't stop anybody. But thank you all for joining. Before you leave up out of here, please hit the like button. And I will definitely be back tomorrow. And we will roll from there. Until then, thank you all. Thank you all and have a good night.